Starting installation of a new receiver for this 2003 C240. To start, remove the gear shift, the cover for that, and then just gently tug on it here and then pull it forward. This is a wooden piece, and that's the clip we are talking about. Gotta tug on it here and here together at the same time, and then push it forward like that, and then comes off. You can see the crease at the bottom from coming up from here underneath, from underneath right there. Just pull it up like that and it comes off. Put it away. Now I need to move the gear shift a little bit so I can get this unit out and then take the rest of it. And for this, the trick is use a flathead so you can see. I think there's a clip inside right here. You gotta put the flathead behind it and then pull it towards the steering wheel, just a little bit off like that, to get to the screw on the top. And then there's the bottom one tab for the top, and then the top tab for the bottom one, and the tab is right here, right there, and then right there, and the same on this side. And then you can get the whole unit off. This comes off, and then I think T15 or 20 torque screw there, and torque screw here. This whole unit comes off after that. And this is a plug and play unit, so the only thing I need to do is to run the backup camera wire all the way on the footwell right here, and mount the microphone here and the GPS somewhere around, and the Wi-Fi antenna inside itself, and then this should be good to go. I had to start the car to move the shift lever to neutral, and now I can get here and take this tray out. Just comes off, so put it down, and after that, let's get it light. And then there are a couple of tabs here, right there, and then right here, right there, at the bottom, like so. Let's see if we can point it out. That's the tab, that one, and then on that side, right there, you gotta pull it off, and then this unit should come out, so we can reach the torques below that. So using a flathead, gotta just gently, these are plastic parts, probably brittle. The car is about 18 years old, so gently pull it up and then release it on both sides, and then it comes off like so. The whole unit is out, and you gotta disconnect this, the lighting, and there are like two connectors there, so you gotta disconnect it to get it off. And then the next step is a couple of there's clips here, or hooks. You gotta pull them down to get this thing off. And before we can do that, okay, here you have some light, and those are the tabs I was talking about. Tabs, you gotta put them in there, and right there, and then pull them, and then you should be able to go all the way. So I need both the hands for that. Same on this side as well, those two tabs. There's a bottom one for the top one for the bottom. Down here, and that's the clip that you need to use a flathead to pull it off. And then there is one on the right side. I don't know if it's visible from here. It's right there somewhere. You can see. So two, and then this is ready to come out. So all you have to do is remove this. What I found out was it's much easier with the needle nose plier. Just have to squeeze in, squeeze, and then push them up, and it opens up. I can see the one on the bottom, and then the same here. Squeeze and push it up. Now you can see the screw on the inside. It's right there behind it. I think it's the Torx T15, and you definitely need like that nut, the switchable one. The long 6-inch versions make it a lot easier to get them out. Let's see. This one makes it easy. It's a T15, and I don't know if you can see there, right there. Just go this side. There, and the other one right here. Hard to see. So get the second one out, and then you go down to the top two. So you have to do the same thing. Pinch it with the needle nose plier, push them down, those top two, and then should be able to remove those as well. Let's see. This one makes it easy. It's a T15, and I don't know if you can see there, right there. Just go this side. There, and the other one right here. Hard to see. So get the second one out, and then you go down to the top two. So you have to do the same thing. Pinch it with the needle nose plier, push them down, those top two, and then should be able to remove those as well. Just finally was able to pull it out. There's two tabs here. I think this is the only one, and this piece broke. You had to go in here and then push it down, so that releases this whole unit from there. And then you can pull this out, because this was the one that was holding it up. That's actually good thing. It is held on, it doesn't come off. So those two screws, so they're off. It's off. Disconnected the power connector. It was a little hard, but I'm not disconnecting the bottom ones. I'm just gonna aim down like that. Now I have 4 Torx 15, 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is not there. Well, it's there at the bottom. So 4, and the unit should come off. I can test out the new unit. I just realized the radio unit is held only by 2 T15. So just took the top one on either side, and the unit is coming off. I need both hands for this. So it's coming off. You can disconnect the harness and try out the new one. The old unit, it's off. The bottom storage. And here's the radio connectors. I think that's for the radio. This must be for the CD changer. So I don't know if I have to get a loop to complete it. I'll find that out when I hook up the other one. So I may have to get a loop to complete this circuit. The fiber optic cable. That's for the CD changer. We don't need anymore. So this is how it looks. It's pretty clean in the back. Very surprised. And actually this car, the W203 model, typically have a lot of issues with the air conditioning system, with the stepper motors. Those are actually behind this, and fortunately I haven't had any issue yet. If there is an issue, we got to do all this and get them all off, and then remove the panel here, remove the switch control module, all that to go behind and replace the stepper motor on this side. So, let's start it up. So let's see. Let's see if I get the sound. I haven't connected this fiber optic for the CD changer, and that's for the SRS. I'm getting a message for that. And that's the Android starting. Just checking. We got a lot more work to do. Okay. See video. Well, at least I'm hearing sound coming from the speaker, but antenna is not connected yet. So go here. Maybe we'll try hooking up the Bluetooth and see if it works. The backup camera is going to go over here. I'm going to remove this and route it through the inside. To go inside, you gotta remove these plastic rivets and use a tool, something like that, to pop it open. And then you go underneath and then gently pull it down like so. So a few more, and then these two Torx screws, and then they should come off, and we can take the whole thing. And there is a rivet, plastic rivet here. I have to bring in a new tool. This is a little too deep over there. And this comes off. You can route the wire. There is a harness behind it. I think I can do that just by removing and pulling it a little back and get it down here. The same here. You got to get this panel off with the rivets here. A couple more rivets. I think I can just do it on one side and pull it back enough, or we'll take the whole thing off, and then I can route the wires on the side all the way to the front. So that's the license plate light. It's off, like so. And the challenge now is to make sure there is enough gap to get the video and power wire go through. So it's about the same size, but then this whole unit, I wish there was another way. If it only had been the size of this, it would have been a lot easier. Now I had to fit in these two, this thick part of the cable through here to the other side. That means I have to drill a hole. So this is a good fit, perfect fit. So it goes like that, but it needs to get the wire in. So it's a perfect fit. No problem about that. Let's see, keep it like that. Stay there. There. I had to use this rotary tool with this sharp tip to grind this license plate light holder so I can get this cable through without having to cut it. So it's in, and the light sits pretty good, and just like so, and looks pretty good. I gotta test the light now before I put everything back together. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna run the wire, tape them up all the way down here, and then tap into the brake light from here. To do that, I had to get all the clips out. And these are like pop-up clips. You had to pop up on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 7 or 8 of them, and then run the wire by the back seat through the floor or on the top all the way to the front. So another hour or so should be done. Light, I make sure the license plate light's working. It's working good. I can start assembling this back together. I'm gonna use Suguru moldable glue. Works pretty good to cover that the space I created to get the cable in. So makes it waterproof. Let's take a look inside. I have the Suguru applied over there, right there. Take a look here. So once it's dry, should be good. Take a look. Let me know how it looks.
It looks good. It looks factory.
Oh, like that.
Give me a sec. In the
Right, hey, hold on. And then the wire is coming from here, going down to the back. Camera install is complete. And the liner is back on. And I'm zip tied it to the existing harness. That is not required. All the way down here. And the power is gonna get from the reverse light. And this cable needs to travel all the way to the front. And that's it. The camera install is complete. There's the camera. Now, others, go ahead, put it in reverse. We're testing it. And how's that look? Crystal clear?
Yep.
Right. Here's the camera, the video and power wiring comes from behind this to the existing harness, attached to the existing harness, and the video feed goes that way, and the power cable comes over here. And I used a product called Posse Tap to tap into the reverse light, the positive on the ground, and tested it. It's working. And I'll show you how the wire was run through here. I pulled it back underneath, and then I used a zip tie, a long zip tie, to attach it to that. And this is not a folding seat, so it's kind of a little difficult. From here I had the zip tie come up. With the electrical tape I attached the wire and pulled it up, and then used lever to just pull it back a little bit so I can pull it, and then ran it across behind this all the way on the top. Usually I'll run it below, but this one that was much easier. And all the way across through here, just peel back like so. And the cable for the microphone also goes behind this, and both the cables travel down here, all the way down up to here underneath, and then come up from underneath. You can see the cables here right below this. It's difficult to lift it, and then goes behind. You can pull this carpet back, and then there's a way to reach inside from there. It was much easier than I thought it would be. So it's just putting this console back together, which I'm gonna do now.